ngikhule vele ngifela ngiseyintwana mhlawumbe ngisenaba 10.
It's very difficult to be in the streets, you know, as a kid. We face a lot of different things, a lot of challenges like fighting, like people harming you, they want to kill you.
Emgaqweni uyalamba, udinga imali, uyangcola, uyanuka, abantu bayakusaba, usaba nokuthi ungabona umuntu wakini, ufike ube embarrassed ngakini, uba nezintwala.
Mawuza la kufana nokuthi usuyayilahla, awusayifuni, ngoba it's like uyifaka emlilweni.
Ladies and gentlemen, Umthombo boys and
Umthombo is an organisation based in Durban for street children, so kids who've found themselves through an array of different reasons ending up living on Durban streets. Essentially, it's an organisation that identifies kids on the streets, develops a relationship of trust with them, and then with them looks at ways to empower them to be able to leave street life and return to community life. Kids on the streets are used to a fast-paced life. Many of them sniff glue, so they're used to being high. I always think you've got to provide something as exciting in a way, or as fast-paced or more, to bring these kids out, to capture their sort of imagination. And the one that we've had the most success with is surfing.
Yes, yo.
Respect ukuhlonipha la ngizonipha esami stayela yendle amaplango ephezulu inothayela imvula amayinetha khongozela imbobo ngomhlongo isibongo angiyena ungcobo.
Yo, wena siphephe, Mr. Smart, lana siphephe.
Bengisacela ukunixoxela ngisuka mina nempilo, ilash base scratchini mina mpunta isimilo, imlo partner phezulu semayilo, dice no my favor sees semali ubangasi no coach isangeni kakasi. Fly hard, phezulu Tshego kakasi ege.
When you're at surf, you feel comfortable, you feel free. You fight to the water, you fall down, still wake up. You know, it gives you another chance to take a wave. That's what I like about surfing. It's cool. It's friendly, yeah.
Guys, you know the competition's coming up, Kushaya Igagasi 2012, no?
Yeah.
So who's going to win?
We're all gonna give our best shots because we don't know who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. But for me, I'm ready for anything.
Good prizes, at the compa.
I just feel like a human fish that I can't even stay without the water. Yeah. Surfing, it's the most important thing to each and everyone. So when I get to the water, I feel fresh and comfortable and nice and joy. It's like the ocean, it's a playground where you can play football, cricket, or anything you want to do. So that's why it keeps us away from the drugs and stuff. So that's why we're so proud of who we are by now. And we want to see ourselves succeed in life. My dream from here is to stand up for myself, get a job, and carry on with my surfing, and see myself as a better person for each and everyone out here. I'm proud of Shorty. Shorty is a good guy. The same as he's like my brother, my real brother. We always fight, not with boxing and stuff. We fight, but we sit down and communicate and tell one another what is wrong and what is right.
Shorty is older than me, by the way. 10 years.
Ngithanda amanzi. Ukungasuke ngabona nami abelungu benza yabo. Ucoach wasasitshela ukuthi into esingaphumelela kuyona. Ngavela bekho abantu abamnyama abaningi abenza lo. Hayi ngayizwa kuyinto engithandayo engathi yabona ngahlezi ngikuyona. Ngavela ngayibona ukuthi into emnandi eculisana.
Shorty is a fantastic surfer. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Shorty. He's so likable. It's taken him a long time to recover. I think is the best word, from being in the streets so long. He was probably in the streets the longest out of all of them. And so it's just taken that bit longer to overcome some of the street-related issues and really to do with addiction. But I think we've still got a little bit of a way to go. And obviously he's too old for Umthombo now. But I'm also sort of working quite closely with him in my personal capacity because, you know, it's come so far. You know, I wouldn't want to see him sort of drop out of things now.
I think for Umthombo ngibona ukushintsha ukuthi angeke safana kuqala ngoba Umthombo sengihlala amnandi yabo. Ifana nomuntu mhlawumbe waseflithini kanti ngoba even abantu abanye ade sebengazi ngihlala estradini kuqala kade bengasakholwa ngokuthi ngihlala estradini ngoba ade mhlawumbe bengibona ngi-right.
La sifike ngoba kaMthombo sesibadala, mina sengina-20, so nabanye la bengifike nabo bakhulile, so isengasamele ihlele Umthombo ngoba wafa. Into engiphatha kabi ukuthi uShorty usalala khona emgaqweni, nakhona la ngazi ukuthi wahambelana, kodwa kuthiwa everything happens for the reason, so iklungu ipemile naye kakhulu, kodwa bengifisa ukuthi manje angayeka aqhubeke nalempilo esiqhubeka ngayo thina.
Hayi clue vele ya ngasho bengibhema vele kodwa ngasho akuyona into esengigxile kuyona njalo. Umthombo bengihlala ukuthi usuku njalo ngidle ngizabo manje akusalula ukuthi ngidle njalo ngoba ukudla sekuthola nje ebanganeni bami. Kwenkani ngilala engadlile mhlawumbe yabo ngithule ngabe ngufana ngizabo ngabe nankinga. Ngavele ekuseni ukuvuka ngithole futhi kwenkani ngibe nanhlanhla ukudla.
Into engithanda ngale ndawo ukuthi kuthulekile and ayikho into ongayisaba. Iprogram la isiza ngokuthi ekseni siyavuka sigeze sayine sizenzele ilunch, breakfast, bese siyahamba sigibelele siye sifike sifunde ngama-budgets, ama-programs, ama-games, a-challenge awo nge-life. Ngiyabona ukuthi izinto ziyaqala ukushintsha ngoba ngiyabona nami angisayena lo mfana lo, sengiyashintsha nezinto ebengizenza kuqala ezinye seyishintshile, sekuyakhombisa ukuthi kancane kancane kuyangena ukugula.
Umthombo's new CEO, Mphendula Nyembe, is a social worker himself and comes from a background of psychosocial work. So that's very much the biggest focus in a way as Umthombo moves into this new chapter that it's in. It's really making sure that we can offer the level of psychosocial support that's necessary, because arguably these are some of the most traumatized children in the country. South Africa is by no means the only country in the world with street children. It's a global phenomenon. Often communities can be embarrassed at the fact that there are kids from their community on the streets, because ultimately having kids on the city streets is really an indictment upon society. It says all is not well in whichever community this child has come from. And so we have to deal with a lot of stigma related to having been a street child. Sometimes people believe that street kids bring sort of disgrace to the areas that they come from. But ultimately, even if street children can't quite work out the reasons that they came to the streets and may even feel that they chose to come to the streets and it was their decision, there is always something that has happened. Obviously, in many cases, poverty is the backdrop. But let's not forget that most poor children live at home.
Isimo sami ekhaya ukuthi ngangafundi since kwashona itime kwashona ubaba, akekho umuntu okwazi ukuthi angikhokhele ngesikoleni, so since from there ngayithathile isinqumo sami ukuthi ngihlale ekhaya ngingenzi nix ba umuntu ozongikhokhela, ngoba mangasukumi mina ngekho umuntu ozongisukumela, ngeke ngisukumele umakhelwane, ngeke ngisukumelwe president uZuma noma ubani, so no one mina kufanele ngisukumele ngikwazi ukuthi ngihambe ngifuna umsebenzi or ngithole lawo matohana ngikwazi ukuthi ngifake ukudla ekhaya, udliwe lokho okudliwayo, silale sivuke celebrate bese kucelebrateayo kamnandi ezumndeni.
Hawu mawuphatha abhlungu ngemeze ngihlala mana kuqala ngangiyile ekhaya wacisha waquleka kushuthi ngibona awushuthi ngihambani ngiseyintwana izabo mhlawumbe sekade mhlawumbe ngathathwa abantu abangangazi izabo Kushuthi yabo ukuya kubaba ngiyathanda ukuya kubaba ukumbona yabo ngabe kade ngamgcina kodwa manje impilo yami angeke ngikwazi ukuthi mhlawumbe ngacabanga kanjani ukuya mhlawumbe ngikanje ngingcolile yabo mhlawumbe uzobuka kabi mhlawumbe engathi hawu kanti lokho nami noma esekhula nje impilo yakhe ayikashintsha yabo khona ezokwazi ukukhona ukuthi hayi ngoba mhlawumbe ngisenza into engasile impilo yami isegrand ngisekhona yabo.
I felt not happy because I lost my two parents and I'm staying with my sisters. And nakhona, okay, life was not so good, yabo. Waqala wagula umamkhulu. Yabo nje belokhu beshona nje kancane. Kwayinto engenayo ekhaya yabo. Kodwa ukuthi siyenze into ezizulu yabo ukuze izokwazi ukuphuma. Bangitshela nami ukuthi yini mina ngixoshe ekhaya yabo ukuthi into engixoshe ekhaya ukuthi ilento le yenzekela efamilini.
Uma nobaba bashona nginabo. Uma ushone ngisamncane kakhulu angisakhumbula ngonyaka ashone ngawo. Ubaba ushone ngo-2002. Like mina ngisafika emgaqweni bengivuka ekseni bhema iglungu bhema insango bengiqala ngokubhema ke mina ngiqale ngiyobhema insango ugwayi iglungu ngikumixa vuka njalo ekseni hambe ngemthombo ngifike ngidle sambe sekwisefingi ngifika nami ngiphathele okwami ngokubhema bheme ngene emanzini so kwaya zashintsha ke izinto Kuzeva sisuke indlela eningi kodwa kumina kuyi life ngoba ngiyakuthanda kwangikhipha into eningi entweni njengokutshontsha ukulandela imithetho yabangani kusefa ngithanda ngoba ngenza ukuthi ngikhululeke mangisemanzini angicabanga into eningi nangokustresseka ngisemanzini ukukhululeka emgaqweni ekuqala kwami kodlala eThekwini ngifike ngo-2008 so that's why nami ngizamile ukuyishintsha ngoba elami icebo engangisuke nalo ekhaya ukuthi nami ngangiyoganga eThekwini ngibamba abantu so mengifika khona afike ngabona ukuthi lento ebengicabanga ngeke iziyenzeke kuzogcina sekuhamba ngenye indlela engeke ngiyithande so ngabona nami kumele ngishintshe impilo.
Ngifika la emgaqweni ngangina 8 to 9 yeah. I felt free ngoba ngifuna ukuyikhulisa so I started to swim ubhukuda ngoba ngikuthanda yabo bekuyona future yami le kade ngifuna so even now it made me someone yabo so from there ngajika ngaba umuntu ngafundela lifeguarding ama drownings ayathusa yabo abantu basebekhweliza abathusa so that's why you must be fully trained ube umuntu ohleze fit umuntu ongathuki sonke isikhathi so iyona nje into engayichuzela ukuba lifeguard ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi kusiza impilo zabantu and I'm still looking forward more ukuthi nami ngize ngiphumelele njengabanye abafethu abasebe permanent nami ngikwazi ukuba nenye experience engaphezulu kwale nginayo manje.
It's the beginning.
We are the Olympic swimming pool at Kings Park and today it's a retest for us so we're busy training and I'm just hoping that I pass this retest because I really need it. When you lose these things you can't work at December time.
I'm back from the dead, the same dude with more swag, sits about Khalifa. Get bits, I got a limit, I tell me Mori game. Keep the pressure on, Jaga Mari Mori game. That's my life's a sport and I can't go without it. I'm aiming for the top cause the bottom is overcrowded. Can't say that I got no scars cause I'm an old star. Stay sober and focused so I can go far. I'm on the road to the riches. Bad luck comes in sixes. 3-on-3, you know that's when the devil.
Okay guys, you all passed. Alright? Thank you.
Feeling happy, much more better to hear that I passed. So just have to look forward to get a job now. That's what I'm standing for now.
Another life, the beginning of a death, the beginning of. Every day you gotta hold your breath. The beginning of the alphabet, but the second letter. And the fact that I'm still young and life can make it better. Beginning of a life, the beginning of a death. The beginning of every day you gotta hold your breath. The beginning of the alphabet, but the second letter. And the fact that I'm still young and life can make it better.
The Umthombo Surf Classic, or Kushaya Igagasi, 2012. So this is the Umthombo surfing competition. So it's open to kids at Umthombo or anyone who's been through Umthombo who is now reintegrated. Perhaps they're at home, but they're still maybe surfing on weekends. And there's some pretty major prizes. So something very exciting for the kids. But also, it's not just a group of kids splashing around in the water. These are actually some very, very good surfers.
The competition, it's against me and this 4-6 of us. So it's kind of going to be like a battle. So we'll see from there who's the champ.
Yeah. I say you wanna get a call. Who's about to say got to come a prize? You know
Surf for fun.
You know, I don't think my commission and that's about you behlule kula man. Ugive up into my life.
Mina ngifuna umsebenzi mina. Indaba surfing is not gonna pay me. I've been surfing all life. You never pay me. You just paid me a sponsorship. Me, I need a job and a decent job. Then I can talk. Say no, I won. Yeah.
Mawusefa uthola isponsor, wina ama-competition, mawina i-competition uthola imali, hayi imadlanyana imali. So ngabona kuyicebe right ukuthi ngistike kwi-surfing because angenalutho engingayenza. Bengifisa ngathi abantu bengeza letheni bazofunda ukusefa. I-surfing school yami ibizwa i-Beach Break Surfing School. Akukho lula ukuthi ngithole umsebenzi ngoba ngisiqedanga isikole. Indlela engiphila ngayo le, into engiphilisayo.
Well, umsebenzi nomuphi engase ngithole, I can grab it and don't let it go. Nomuphi engase ngithole ngawuthatha. So I must do something engase ngisize nami ezokwazi ukuthi size umndeni wami. Kube njenge-light emphakathini wangasekhaya. Lapho ngifuna uqamba manje ngiyafisa ukubuyela kodwa bengizokwazi ukuthi bengizobonga inkosi ngipha amandla ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngibamove la behlala khona ngoba indawo ehlala kuyona akuyona indawo eright futhi sendaweni ebucayi kuseduze nelayini wesitimela futhi into engihlezi ngithandazela ukuthi ngibafice besafe as noma nami ngilale ngidlile ngingazi ukuthi bona abadleni la bekhona.
Ngingazi ngidla mhlawumbe. Ubuye ngayo emanzini. Aku right, kumnandi, ngaze ngijwayele. Right, kumnandi ngase ngijwayele vele. Sekujwayele vele.
Wakati Shorty abona ukuthi bakutongeke ukuthi.
Training yabona.
what we've got is the first real surfing contest that's happening for these kids. It's been supported by Surfing South Africa, and it's really a confluence of amazing things that have happened in surfing over the last few years. The first being that these kids are no longer on the streets, they're now surfing. And if you look at the standard of their performances today, this is not token performances. These guys, there are some surfers in this event that are worthy of representing South Africa just on their talent alone. But what's extraordinary about the event today, it's the first time in the world that a surfing contest from start to finish is being run in isiZulu.
Prizes. First prize.
Go down to the beach, what do I see? An African boy surfing the international heat. Pull up to BB, what do I see? An Afrikaans boy singing like beats, turn on the TV.
I know I would take second or first, but I better try first.
Open my mind, what do I find? We live in a
Big
land
man,
of unity, of vitality. Big man. You know it feels so right, and it feels you know it feels so right. So open your heart and open your soul and show the whole world love can make us whole. So open your heart, open your soul and show the whole world love can make us whole.
Run. Eseza phambili nimamukele ngesombe. Umbutho usihle mbutho. Sihle mbutho. Number 1 for this competition. Can you all give him a round of applause? First place.
Andile, Shorty, Lucky and Sihle are part of a new surfing team called Surfers Not Street Children. It's a global awareness campaign to change the way that society perceives and treats street children.
Siza phumelela.